All right, we are live today, Robin and Kim coming at you, and we want to talk with you about gut health and the importance of gut health and how to live a disease-free life if you focus on your gut health. And so I love talking about this topic. I actually did a presentation this morning and I'm like fired up because I feel like this is one of the best ways. It's a key to longevity. It's a good key to a long health span. It's a key to just living, happy gut equals happy life. So happy hormones, all of it. So what is our gut microbiome? So our gut microbiome actually starts with your pie hole. It goes all the way through and comes out the other hole. That's your whole gut microbiome.
Wait a minute. I think we should have put like restricted listening on. I'm kidding.
I didn't say anything bad. So
Go ahead.
Anyway, we have tons and trillions of bacteria in our bodies and our inside and our outside. We got all these gut bugs, good and bad. We have a mix of both. We need those. And so, but what we want to do is keep the good gut bugs strong and fighting for us, and then keep the bad gut bugs at bay. And 70 to 80% of our immune system is located in our gut, and 90% of disease comes from our gut, stems from our gut. So that's why it's really important. It's crucial to keep your gut happy and healthy. And so think of your good gut bugs as an army, and this army is protecting you. It's doing all the things to keep you strong and being able to do all the things you want to do. But what are you feeding that army? Are you feeding that army the good stuff in order to keep it strong and thriving, or are you feeding it the standard American diet, the SAD diet, processed foods, crap, artificial fake food, artificial sweeteners, alcohol? What are you feeding it? So that really, go ahead.
Let me just, I can go through a quick list.
Sure.
So that they can find out and, let us know, like, are you surprised by any of this? Do you know anything about it? Do you want to know more about it? Here's what you want to stay away from. We'll start with the bad things first, or the worst things first, I should say. So refined sugar, factory farmed meat because of the antibiotics that are put in there, refined grains, they're empty calories. That's your white flour, your bread, your pastries, your pastas, artificial sweeteners, saturated fats, fried foods, gluten, dairy, too much red meat. And notice I'm saying too much because on some things are okay to have if it's good, like organic red meat, right? Alcohol, too much alcohol, right? Too much caffeine. Now your best foods, plant-based, surprise, surprise, high fiber, prebiotics, omega-3s, your salmon, and Kim's favorite anchovies and those.
Sardines.
Fermented foods, which are probiotics, sauerkraut, kefir, yogurt, however you say it. Now, watch your yogurts though, guys. Look at your sugar content. Like I do Greek yogurt, it's like low sugar, polyphenols, blueberries, nuts, dark chocolate, vitamin D foods, salmon again, eggs, mushrooms, and healthy fats.
Yeah.
So those are your bad and your good lists.
Yeah. And those healthy fats, I want to hop on that real quick. Healthy fats are like your coconut oil, your avocado oil, your extra virgin olive oil. The seed oils I've talked about before. We've talked about those, a hateful eight, your corn, canola, cottonseed, your soy, safflower, sunflower, and rice bran and grapeseed oils, all are high on omega-6s. They're highly inflammatory and they don't help your gut. So you want to avoid those. We've talked about that before, but it's pretty simple when you break it down. It's like whole foods.
Yep.
It comes down to whole foods, real food, not fake food.
And the reason I think, just so we use the word inflammatory foods or inflammation, what inflammation can do is it can lead to heart disease, right? So because a lot of these, right, one of the things, right? And it can help to lower obesity if you're eating your good gut bacteria, right? Instead of the bad bacteria, which makes sense. Your processed foods, they're going to make you fat if you eat too much of them.
I want to talk about leaky gut because that's kind of a buzzword that's been floating around. Well, it's actually a slang term for intestinal permeability. So if you think of your gut lining, it's tight tight junctions, like a screen, like a window screen, you know, I mean, they're permeable, but they're tight junctions so that nutrients can get out into your bloodstream. But when we start eating Franken food, fake food, fast, all the free, fast and easy food, we actually, the holes get in your gut lining. And then the bigger food particles are getting out into your bloodstream, and that's causing problems, causing havoc. So that's where like the term leaky gut comes from. So
and think about that. That is
yeah,
so unnatural, right?
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also a gut-brain axis. Our gut and our brains talk to each other. And so if you ever notice you feel butterflies in your stomach, you know, that's because you're nervous about something or whatever, you feel it in your stomach, or you got gut intuition. What does your gut tell you? Listening to your gut. And so there's that connection. So if our gut ain't happy, our brain ain't happy. And
Right.
our brain ain't happy, our gut ain't happy. If our brain's not getting the good food it needs, the healthy fats, then your gut's not happy. So they work together in tandem. So it's really important to get those healthy fats I talked about earlier, and to focus on gut health, because they go back and forth with each other. So, you know, feeding your, Robin talked about fiber, prebiotics. Fiber is prebiotics. Women should have 25 grams a day, men 34 grams a day minimum. And then, and the probiotics, like she talked about earlier, to feed our gut. The fermented foods are really, really good gut food. So
I think, can I say one thing in here? Because you were talking about like the brain talking, or the gut talking to the brain. And it sounds weird, but guys, I think we take our bodies and our minds for granted because we're blessed with what we have. And we just go through our day and we don't think about what all is going on in our body every single day. But if you go and you read some things about this, and you read, like, listen, I'm no scientist, I'm no doctor, I'm no nurse, but I can read enough of it to say, oh my gosh, what this body does and the food that we put into it,
yeah.
what it does in the digestive process to our brain, to our heart, to our blood, to our oxygen, to everything. It's amazing how every chemical reaction works in your body, right?
Yeah.
And if you really sit and think about that, you're like, crap, I am taking my body for granted and I'm not paying attention to what, you know what I mean?
Right. Well,
yeah.
I love to use this analogy. Think of your body as like the most expensive car out there. I don't know, it's a Maserati or whatever, some
One of those
performance expensive car.
Yeah.
What do you give that car for fuel? Do you give it the crappy cheapo gas, or you get it the premium gas?
Right.
No, you give it the premium gas because you want your car to perform well. Well, how much more important is your body? You know, it's way more important and way more priceless than the Maserati or whatever. So take care of your body, because it is your only house to live in. It is your only engine you got going for you. And we were wonderfully made. I love how we were designed, when we're designed to eat real food. So, and I want to so really focusing on nutrition is key. Also, exercise has been shown. If you're sedentary, your gut's not happy either. So the more exercise you do, move every day, you really help your good gut bugs to stay healthy. And sleep is really important as well. Sleep helps to heal as well. Sleep is very restorative. It's not only good for your brain health, but also good for your gut health. So all those things together work. And Robin and I we actually have a gut health plan that we use. We've had many clients use that as a 4-week program just to kind of reset your gut, get it going. And I want to ask you a question, and Robin, I know you know the answer, so I'm not putting you on the spot, but I would love to hear in the comment section how many veggies or plants you think you should be eating a week, or how many are you eating a week? Because plants include veggies, fruits, nuts, seeds, so anything from the earth. So I'll give you a couple seconds to kind of see if anybody wants to guess, and maybe nobody wants to guess because they're afraid to be.
I'll see if anybody's guessing. I'll see if
but
we
it's
have
really
anybody.
being veggie forward, being plant forward. And I'm not saying you have to eat all plants. I mean, we're omnivores. I'm an omnivore. I'm flexitarian, if you will, because I just eat whole food, but based on all foods, healthy foods.
Sorry, no one's saying anything.
So, well, the answer is the minimum to consider having a healthy gut is 30. So you want to eat get 30 plants a week. And so,
And it's easy. Eat a salad.
it's easier than you
Yeah.
realize. I actually did
Yeah.
one of my stories. I counted all my veggies one week, or my plants, and it was like I had 34 one week, 36 next. It's easier to get than you realize.
Yeah.
So yeah, so all those things combined, and I'm saying add this stuff in. And so the more healthy stuff you add in, it's not like you're giving up stuff, because you're
Right.
going to take up your appetite with, you know, the healthy foods that fill you up and are satiating, and then you won't have room for
And
it.
and speaking of that, like, listen, it doesn't have to be 100%. Kim and I have already said this before. Kim is 90-10. I'm 80-20. Look, it doesn't have to be 100%.
Right.
It's most of the time you do want to take, the
Right.
best care of your body that you can.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyway, if you guys have questions or want to know more about gut health, please reach out to us separately or privately, and then we can, we're happy to give you more information. But yeah, take care of your gut, and love your gut, and your gut will love you back, and your whole body will
Yep.
love you back. So
All right.
want you to
See y'all
have
next
fun,
week.
Have fun and live young, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.